3 years ago, I published a video, Excel for Mac, how to import a PDF. It involved taking a screenshot of the data that you wanted to import and then using Excel's Insert from Picture feature to convert the data in the screenshot into real data. Did it work? Well, let's just say it wasn't 100% reliable. However, now that Power Query has been added to Excel Online, that's the browser version of Excel, Mac users have a much easier and much more reliable way to import PDFs into Excel. Having said that, there are some limitations. This only works in Excel Online. It's not been added to the desktop version of Excel for Mac. And secondly, you must have a Microsoft 365 business license. Currently, this feature isn't available to those with a free or personal or family license or Microsoft account. I'm telling you this now so that you don't waste your time watching the video if my solution won't work for you. And I've put a link into the description to my original video for those that want to investigate that other method. Before I get into the demo, I've found that many users aren't familiar with Excel Online. So for those that aren't, most people use the desktop version of Excel, or as I call it, the real Excel. That's the version that you install on your computer. But there's also a version of Excel that runs in a web browser, and that's known as Excel Online, although Microsoft tend to call it Excel for Web. To use Excel for Web, you open up a web browser, go to office.com and log in using your Microsoft account username and password. Down at the bottom left, you'll see Apps. Of course, by the time you watch this video, it might not be at the bottom left. In fact, it might not even be called Apps. But today, that's what it's called, and that's where it is. So you click Apps, click Excel from the flyout menu, and here you can create a new blank workbook or open an existing file. So with that, let's get started on the demo. So here's my PDF. It's a 5-page end of year report. There is 1 page per region, and each page contains some text and a table. And what I want to do is extract the 4 tables into Excel. I've logged into office.com, I've opened Excel Online, and I've started a new Excel workbook. To import the PDF, I'll click on Data, then Get Data, and Get Data again. This opens up the Choose Data Source dialog. Now I can see some of the common sources at the top there. If I click on More, that will show you all the data sources that are available within Excel Online. So you can import data into Excel from any of those data sources. The one that I want to select, of course, is PDF. I now need to connect to the data source, and I can either select a file that's stored in my OneDrive for Business. To do that, I select Link to File, and then click Browse OneDrive and select the file from there. Or I can upload a file from my computer to my OneDrive for Business, and that's what I'm going to do. So I'll choose Upload File, then click Browse, navigate to my desktop, and select the file, the PDF file, and click Open. Once it's uploaded the file, I will click on Next. The Power Query importer has been able to identify the tables within the document, and each table has an entry on the left-hand side. So if I click on Table 1, which is on page 2 of the document, it will give me a preview. If I click on Table 2, which is on page 3 of the document, it will give me a preview, and so on. I want to load in the 4 tables, so I'll just select those 4 entries that have got the table names and click on Load. And that's it. The data is now loaded into the workbook. If you need to make changes, For example, change the names of the sheets so that they match the regions. You can do so and it won't break anything. If the data needs cleaning up, you can do that too. For example, Power Query hasn't recognized the table headings. So I can click on Data, Get Data, Launch Power Query Editor. I can then select the query that I need to edit. I'll just use the query called Table 1 at this point. And in this example, I'll click on Transform, Use First Row as Headers. And what it will do is it will take the data from the first row of the table and turn that into the headers. I'll have to repeat that for all the other tables. And then once I'm done, I just click the Home tab and then click on Close and Load. And that updates the table in the spreadsheet. I updated Table 1, so I'll have to go back to the sheet called Table 1, and you can now see that it's updated with the correct headers. By the way, if you want to open this workbook, which is now stored in OneDrive in the Excel desktop app, then you click on the editing button at the top right and you click on Open in Desktop. So there's the file Open in Excel for Mac, the desktop version. Just be aware that if you do open the file in the desktop version of Excel, refreshing or opening the query editor will generate an error. And that's because the Power Query PDF connector isn't available in the desktop version of Excel on the Mac. This means that 1, anything you need to do in this file that requires the query editor must be done in Excel Online. And 2, let's say you get sent a new version of the PDF and you need to upload that to OneDrive. The file needs to have the same name as the original, the one that I uploaded earlier, and it needs to be uploaded to the same location. And that location is My Files, Apps, Microsoft Power Query, Uploaded Files. And then back in the Excel file, you just click on Data, Refresh All. And that will update the data in the Excel workbook using the data in the updated PDF. So that's it. As I said at the start, there are some limitations, particularly in terms of needing a 365 business license, but I certainly think it's better than the alternative. I hope the video helped you, and if it did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like more Excel tips and tricks, check out my website at theexceltrainer.co.uk. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. But until then, have an excellent day.